Good morning, sunshines. Today is officially episode 1 of 30 for 30, where I do 30 things before I turn 30 next year. Today on the list, we are doing something that I have always wanted to try, and that is a sound bath meditation. So it's going to be an hour-long session where I essentially go into a group meditation, and there will be a guided tour through the process. I'm not going to record the entire session only because I want to be respectful of other people's time and energy, and I don't want to put phone in a room of where people are trying to relax and have their meditation. My intention behind this is I want to try to invite more experiences in my life where I feel grounded and I feel more present, and I feel like a sound bath is the perfect intro to start this entire series. Very nervous because when you're meditating like that, when you're in a space like that, it feels very vulnerable, and I have an issue being vulnerable with strangers. So this will be something that is very out of my comfort zone, but that's the entire point of this series. I have 30 minutes before I have to be there. So I'm going to eat breakfast and then we're going to head out. So see you guys there. Located in WeHo, Nashville, I present to you Hom. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Please let me know if I am not. Here's a very quick rundown of what you guys are about to experience. So as I walk through the doors, there is an entire room dedicated to the most beautiful crystals that I've ever seen in my life. And Miss Rebecca took so much time to help me pick out what crystals would resonate with me during the meditation. It is something that you can add on to your practice, which I highly recommend. I will show you what the room looks like when everybody leaves because I want to be respectful of people's space. But here is the clip of Miss Rebecca helping me with what crystal she thinks would work with my practice.
Any specific things that you're wanting to work on?
Really, so this year I'm just kind of unlocking my true self.
Okay.
I'm really just wanting to kind of step into a new era. I turn 30 next year, so
Very
this
nice.
is my last year of my 20s.
Okay.
And that's just kind of the journey that I'm on this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So looking for insight or grounding, or give me some kind of words.
Grounding sounds good. Insight sounds really good. I would say my personal biggest thing is always protection.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm gonna immediately load you up with this big heavy garnet.
Okay.
You wanna hold on to that and just kind of feel what that feels like. So we'll put all these garnets in there, but that big garnet you may wanna hold in your hand, put it on your chest. Really good for protection from evil.
Okay.
Dodecahedron, this is a natural dodecahedron shape. So these are naturally formed. They are polished in India, but naturally formed. So we'll load you up with these, and then when we get in there, we'll put these all around your feet and your root chakra.
Okay. Yeah, I like this.
Right? It just feels
it genuinely does.
Mm-hmm,
yeah.
It's that heaviness, that rootedness. So we'll load you up with some of that. We're also going to give you some of these black obsidian, which the funny thing is this is like my Virgo season.
Oh, perfect. Yes.
Shelf. So that's why we're kind of hovering here. So these are my black obsidian ravens. So really nice for insight. Again, obsidian is going to give you all of that cord cutting energy. If you watch Game of Thrones.
Yes.
So dragon glass is obsidian.
Yes. Yes.
So this is obsidian, so it's cord
Familiar
cutting.
with
It's
that.
cutting any evil, any old energies that we don't need. It's cutting through.
Okay.
And then raven imagery, obviously going to give you that insight, that lifted up, that big seer energy.
Okay.
So right now we're grounding, we're keeping you vital, nice and safe and grounded, cutting cords, and then also bringing you up so you can see the big picture. We're gonna be we're gonna be all up in this shelf. So some blue snakeskin agate. You can put these 3 deep. I like to kind of shake them around. It's called snakeskin agate because it looks sort of like a snake shedding its skin.
Yeah.
We are in Year of the Snake right now.
Okay.
So this entire year for everyone. Last year we were in Year of the Dragon, which was all about yang energy and moving forward. This year we're in Year of the Snake, which is about letting go of old, outdated belief systems.
Okay.
So these are really, really great for that big, like that nice turquoise vital blue, all that hydration and sort of that natural ability to move things through.
I definitely resonate with that.
Right?
Yeah.
Feel this, feel some serpentine, see if you like that. So serpentine is going to be more sacral energy. It's going to be both heart releasing energy, new growth, and also a lot of sensuality, playfulness, all of that Kundalini rising. But again, how does that feel?
I tend to navigate towards the color green for my energy purposes.
Virgo is all
very earth tones. Yes.
Okay, so we're going to give you one of those, and then we're going to give you a couple of these. Yes, these are Cobra Jasper.
Yeah.
So these are called the Counselor's Stone. And again, you may want to hold these in each hand, or if you're holding a garnet in one hand, then you may want to...
this feels very light.
Right?
Yeah.
So these are cool because they're like a whole little world. But again, King Cobra Jasper, that's all this serpentine energy. I really hit it hard this year with all of the snakes because we're in Year of the Snake.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so all of this Medusa energy, which I actually have a Medusa grid that's for Virgo season specifically, which is all about reclaiming your power. Yes. Medusa was, a virgin who was in her temple. Zeus had his way with her. She was punished for being too beautiful.
Right.
And then all of her hair, which was the most beautiful part of her, was turned into snakes. So it's kind of a ghost story, right? Don't be too beautiful. Don't be too talented. Don't be too much.
Ooh.
Or nobody's gonna. If you're too much, then anyone you look at will turn to stone.
Right.
Especially men.
Yes. Oh yeah.
So it's a big. But
that relates a lot,
right? Yeah. And so we have all this snake imagery going on right now. We're in Year of the Snake, so all of us collectively are in this time of letting go and shedding and getting rid of old systems and old ways of being, old jobs, old relationships, old belief systems, all of that kind of stuff. And then combined with Virgo season, which is this earthing, grounding season, which, like I said, I find specifically for Medusa, because Medusa was a virgin, so Virgo the virgin. So Medusa has, for me, a lot of Virgo energy. Yeah, but the joke's on everyone else because
she's misinterpreted a lot.
She's so misinterpreted, for sure. And so it's all about your Kundalini is your sacral, is your womb, is your creativity, and the punishment was that all of her sensuality was exposed and put up high on her head. Okay. Except, guess what? Yeah. Now she's just more powerful.
Right. Exactly. Oh, wow. So that resonates a lot.
Now she can actually use all of her sacral, all of her Kundalini, and it's rising up into her pineal gland. And now she's that big 8-headed cobra.
Yeah.
So we may give you 8 of these so that you can be that 8-headed cobra. 1, 2, 3.
And surprisingly, that's like very, feels almost very warm too.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're cold, but once you're holding them, it becomes warm.
It does.
Yeah.
And they all feel very light.
So I'm gonna bring this whole bowl in.
Perfect.
We're gonna give you a little bit of green aventurine, just because green aventurine is great for new beginnings. A little bit of Kambaba jasper. This is crocodile jasper for armored hearts. So it's again helping descale. A little bit of bumpy toad energy. Big practical magic, but also this is prosperity. You want this facing its mouth facing towards you.
Okay.
For prosperity. And a little Kambaba Jasper skull, because we always like to have a little ancestry by our side.
Yes.
And
can I make a request?
Yes, absolutely.
So the series that I'm doing is doing 30 things that I've always wanted to do before 30. And this is in honor of my late mother. Yes. And her birthday was in February. Okay. So can we do a little bit of amethyst just to have her in there?
Absolutely. Yeah. This is a big ball of dream amethyst, which feels really and is very soft, loving, mothering. And that amethyst is, like I said, gorgeous. I have other amethysts that are sharper, but this is going to be dream amethyst, which is going to be more allowing you to do all that connective work.
Okay, I like this a lot.
Very, very cool. So so we'll add this one, and this will be to connect. And February is, I think that's amethyst is the birthstone, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I have a piece of raw amethyst at my house in memory of her for sure.
Was hers beginning of February or end of February?
End of February, so the 26th.
Pisces.
believe so. Yeah.
Because up until January 20th to February 20th is Aquarius.
Yes.
So then she was the oldest sign.
Yes.
She'd seen it all before.
Yes.
Very psychic, very intuitive.
She very much,
very flow.
Absolutely. Very
cool.
Sensitive, like spiritually. Yes.
Very cool. I love it. We may bring in for Mom and for you that just, I'll put these by your side. This is Lodolite.
Stunning.
And this, it's known as the shaman stone. So it's big for connecting to spirit. So if you're wanting to do connective work and then also connecting with your mom, these are pieces that we'll put by your side. Any other pieces that are calling to you?
Honestly, no. As long as we, have your suggestion and then the amethyst in there, I think I feel really content with that.
And I know the Palo Santo.
It smells so good.
Yes.
I have that in my home as well.
And then I got that in the Marais, and this one in the Marais, in Paris.
Oh, wow.
So my dad was a clinical psychologist, so that's Freudian, so it's the horse, the whip, and the rider.
Okay.
So the id, the ego, and the superego.
Oh.
So our id is the wild beast, the wild horse that's just like, I want to eat chocolate cake and go on vacation and just go
very
run
wild,
and
spontaneous,
just do everything, and I don't care about the consequences. I just am a wild animal. And then the rider is our ego, our self, our okay, I'm driving the car. I'm me. And then the super ego is the whip, and that's the driving force that's like, you can't do that, you can't do that, you can't do that. So we need all three.
It's like a balance.
It's a balance. And so, so that's the representation of kind of our subconscious.
Beautiful. So what is happening here is I chose to add on a card reading at the end of my session. I did not want to share exactly what she was saying about my card reading because I am very big on protecting my peace. And that is very personable to me. But I do want to share what these cards were reading on the back because the reading was absolutely amazing. And I'm so grateful to have this experience. Also, I hope you guys enjoyed the ASMR. I am an ASMR girly to the core. And I thought adding that in the video along with how relaxing this whole experience would bring it full circle. And I hope everybody gets to do this at least once. Wow. That was one of the most grounding experiences I have ever had. She was so informational and very validating to how I was feeling going in. I just had a very deep connection to the entire experience. Anytime that I do any type of grounding work or meditation, I always try to connect with my mom, both my parents actually. I try to connect with both of them to have that sense of protection. I will definitely be going back. That's an experience that I want to keep having. It was me and one other woman in there. So I think me being nervous about sharing my energy and sharing a vulnerable space with people, that was a very good intro to that. It just felt very intimate, and I really appreciated that for my first session. I am very grateful to have had that as my first experience to this series. I feel like it sets a very good tone. Just a great intro to how this journey is possibly going to unfold, and that I keep saying very, and that I am super excited for. And until the next video, see you later, alligator.